Well, here we are with Olympic gold medalist Ben Maher at his yard in Essex, not too far from Stansted Airport. Although you wouldn't think so, would you? It's very, very quiet. And this is the calm before the storm. Olympia is just around the corner, Ben, and it will be a fantastic end to another fantastic year.
Yeah, it's always a cold time of year, but always look forward to Olympia. It's the most look forward to show of the year, and certainly the most exciting one for me. It's nice to close the end of the year with a show in London, and nice to have all the people around me that have helped get us through the whole year with a team of horses, and they can all come and watch and join in.
Well, you've had a brilliant few years, obviously. Certainly since London 2012, it's just been amazing. Perhaps we can quickly go back first to London. Greenwich, huge crowds, all very partisan, and you win, you're part of a first team gold for decades.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of surreal, really. It was kind of all the build up took a long time. A lot of things had to go right to firstly get there, be part of the team, and then I think a lot of people behind the scenes, and maybe they didn't believe that we could, or fans of show jumping maybe didn't believe we could actually win, because it had been 60 years since we'd won a gold medal in show jumping, and it was strange, you know, the team that we had between myself, Scott, Nick and Peter, we genuinely believed we could go there and win. We had a couple of meetings, training sessions together, and there wasn't really ever going to be any other outcome in our minds. We went very positive, and obviously that was only within ourselves. We knew that there was many other teams that were great to beat, and I think the belief within the team was the difference between us winning and losing on that weekend. I'm
not sure you could enjoy the view, but you could probably appreciate the crowd. I was able to enjoy both. Magnificent London backdrop, but what a crowd as well, what an atmosphere.
It was unbelievable. I think the organisers did a great job with the sort of the size and the style of the arena, the backdrop of London behind, the amount. I think they were sold out nearly every day. I have many friends that couldn't get tickets to come and watch, and the support that we had. I mean, it was going to be kind of disappointed if we didn't produce a good result, really. It was every single person in that stand was willing us to jump a clear round, and that's probably what helped us.
And on the back of that, obviously you've got a much coveted, not just any old Olympic gold medal, but a London Olympic gold medal, which nobody can ever take away from you for the rest of your life. But you haven't rested on your laurels, have you, sir? You have kicked on from there, won a lot, world number one, well, until yesterday, and you're now merely world number two, with Scott Brash being world number one. Two Brits, 1 and 2 in the world. I mean, that's fantastic. Show jumping is really on the up.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we was always told medals will raise the profile and raise the game and our sport and get more people riding, get more sponsors involved and more owners involved, and we've tried to carry on the momentum from the Olympics. I've had many new horses who have arrived since then, like Sella here, who's kind of getting grumpy that she's getting filmed, but I mean, she's been a big part of taking the world number one spot this year, and it's been things have got much better. I've had more horses. I can sort of pinpoint a horse to a certain competition, which has meant our results have come forward and been much more poignant at certain times. And obviously there's a good bit of banter between myself, Scott, Nick, Peter and many other guys, you know, and I think we're all trying to win. We're all trying to play the same game, and I think it's great news that I've maybe pushed Scott in his game and he'll push me, and that's how we end up in the position 1 and 2, I guess.
Well, you're far too young to remember, as indeed am I. But in the 70s, show jumping in this country was huge television ratings, great names like Harvey Smith and Caroline Bradley, and it was the Puissance, which of course is one of your specialities. It was big time TV, and I guess the hope for the sport is that you're returning to those days.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that's what we're looking to try and do. Obviously, on an individual basis, I'm trying to just get the best results I can for myself and my owners and sponsors. But it's also nice to bring back show jumping to where it was. That's the aim. There's many people trying very, very hard with competitions like Olympia. Been successful for a number of years before I was probably even around. And we need to get the sport back on TV. We need to get more sponsors involved, which will raise the prize money up in turn. And we're a country that have always had a history of horses, so there's certainly we need to try and get it back onto the mainstream TV where it belongs.
Now, having been here for a few minutes, horses are due to arrive, horses are due to leave. I think for people who don't really know what show jumpers do, apart from what they see on TV, perhaps you could briefly describe the last few weeks, because you're everywhere, aren't you?
I am. Well, I don't eat or sleep for a start. I mean, there's not much time in the day right now. I'm in a great position. I've got many great horses to ride. I've got a number of clients here that are training full time, and many big competitions to go to. Last weekend I was in Stockholm. I arrived back on Sunday evening. We're here today with yourselves. Tomorrow we're off to Paris with Sella for the Gucci Masters. Then I'll head to Florida for a few days to ride Eurico, Sella's stable mate. He's over in Palm Beach ready for the winter circuit there. 3 days there, head back to Geneva, 4 days, and then straight to Olympia. So there's not really going to be too many days in my own bed in the next couple of weeks.
That's a crazy schedule. Exciting, but crazy. It's not like that all year, is it? But it's like that for a fair amount of the year?
It's been like that for nearly the whole year.
Has it?
January, February, March tends to be a little bit easier because most of the team go over to Wellington in Florida there for the winter circuit, and still the same amount of riding competition, but we're in one place, so it means that we cut out the hotels and the aeroplanes and things like that. So it's nice to just have a bit of sun as well, being in the same place.
Quick word about Olympia. Very different atmosphere, very Christmassy. Lots of people eating and clinking glasses, and of course you've got the Pristance, which is always a favourite. And you're rather good at it, aren't you? You won it in 2010. You won it. You're the defending champion. You won it in 2012. What does it take to be a good Pristance show jumper?
You need a special horse for a start. A horse that's probably the horses that I won those competitions on are specific Puissance horses. I've tended not to ride them the whole year. You need a brave horse, a very scopy horse, powerful, and then the rider needs to trust their horse at the same time. So it has been a good class for me in the past. I decided I was going to kind of take a bit of time out from Puissances. I had a bit of an injury on my back earlier in the year. I'm now told that the owner from the horse that I rode last year that won is very keen to get me on the horse again this year, so we'll have to wait and see. It looks like we're possibly in it again, but it's always a fun class. It's the one the public remember. Probably the best atmosphere in there, and for everybody, even if you don't understand horses, show jumping is very, very simple format. Whoever jumps the biggest wins, and I think that's why everyone loves it. Fantastic.
And you're only 30, aren't you? 30 years old, which means you've got, what do we think? 8, 9, 10 Olympics left ahead of you.
Something like that. If I last that long, I don't know about that, but
slight exaggeration, but possibly 4.
Maybe not at this pace. Maybe 4 more. I don't know. I mean, I'll ride for as long as I'm enjoying it, and for as long as I've got great horses to ride. And I think that's what's most important, really, and to try and do my best for myself, my team, and my sport, really.
Well, good luck at Olympia. Congratulations on everything you've achieved in the last couple of years. And I know you're not happy being world number 2, but that's not bad. And I'm sure you'll be world number 1 again very, very soon.
Hopefully next time you come back we will be.
Okay.
Thank
Cheers.
You.